watching NBC7 News at 4.
Veterans return home facing a lot of pressure. Financial debt doesn't get a lot of attention, especially medical bills.
NBC7 Responds wants to try to help veterans buried in medical debt. Consumer Bob is here to explain what we can really all do to help.
Yeah, we talked about this last week. Again, ways we can help eliminate some of this debt. It's an amazing story. And of course, the pressure of medical debt can be a heavy burden. That's why NBC7-owned television stations, the parent company of this station, has committed to forgiving $1 million in medical debt right here in San Diego. And some of that can specifically be targeted to veterans.
I had a father-in-law that in 2015, on December 8th, committed suicide.
And veteran Mikel Burroughs says some of the pressure facing his father-in-law was debt.
Suicide. I think healthcare plays a big part of that, and having this debt hanging over their heads could definitely be a trigger.
That's why Mikel Burroughs is working with an organization to buy and forgive the medical debt of military veterans.
Most of our donors are individuals that just want to do something good for society.
We've already abolished $10 million of medical debt for veterans and military, and we're going to do even more in San Diego now that we're working so closely with San Diego.
Craig Antico founded RIP Medical Debt, a nonprofit group that is buying and forgiving medical debt across the country. Like a debt collector, RIP Medical buys the delinquent debt for pennies on the dollar. But unlike the collector, his organization abolishes the debt.
People are in dire need of this help.
NBC7 Responds is donating enough money to RIP Medical Debt to forgive $1 million worth of debt in San Diego. And we encourage others to also make donations. NBC7 is unable to specifically choose whose debt is chosen, but people who donate to RIP Medical Debt can specify veterans to receive the aid.
It's great to get on the phone and talk to a veteran and say, hey, you know what, we just eliminated $10,000 worth of debt. And the burden that takes off their shoulders and the peace of mind is unbelievable.
Today, Burroughs is working with RIP Medical and says they are aware of at least $600 million in medical debt in San Diego. He says 20 to 25% of that debt is made up of veterans and their families.
These people fought and served for us, and we need to fight and serve for them.
Again, our company, the NBC Universal-owned television stations, is making a donation to RIP Medical Debt that will buy and forgive $1 million in medical debt. That's here locally, $15 million worth nationwide. Unfortunately, again, we cannot choose who gets that help, and you cannot personally sign up to receive the help. But if you choose to make a donation, you can say, if you want, you'd like to help veterans. If you'd like to donate to pay it forward, you can donate to RIP Medical Debt directly by going to NBC7.com and search medical debt. Some of the first envelopes will go out next week, actually, to some folks in San Diego. And it's a yellow letter, so if you get one, don't rip it up, open it up, and it'll say your debt has been donated. And I wouldn't ask people to do this if I hadn't done it myself. So I've gone through the process. It's quite simple. And there is a box at the end if you want to specify what type of person or even an area that you'd like to help.
And you want to hear from people if they get those yellow envelopes, right?
Absolutely. No, we would love to hear, if you don't mind, what your experience is. Maybe we'd like to talk to you and encourage others to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So neat.
All right, one more thing. As you know, NBC7 Response has made a great difference in San Diego. We love it. If you have a consumer problem or complaint you can't solve on your own, again, NBC7.com/responds, and you can give us a call. We'll need a description of the problem, the paperwork, pictures, all that we'll need to help you and to look for answers, resolutions, and recover your money. So we're grateful we can individually help San Diegans, and in this case, try to eliminate some medical. These are people who usually have been behind this debt for years, and we're able to make a difference.
That's a huge difference. Thank you.
All
Thanks,
right.
Bob.